Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Mr. BadMae here with a very exciting video today. I've been seeing a lot of creators out there making videos regarding a new truck coming to ATS, especially with Illinois coming out, right? Everybody's got their eyes on the new shiny thing. And I haven't seen a lot of people talk about the actual legitimate live stream that SCS did all the way back this past December around Christmas, which in that live stream, a lot of people, I guess, tuned out before they got to the good part, or maybe they just missed it. Anyways, I wanted to go back to that live stream and showcase to you guys the not one, not two, but 7 new trucks that are coming to ATS, likely either in 2026 or 2027. This is confirmed by SCS via this live stream, right? So I'm not just making this up. This was spoken to and about in actual development assets, whether it be models or gameplay, etc., were shared in this live stream. So I'll just jump into it here. The first one that they're talking about is the Scania, as you can see here on the screen. It's the Scania 112, aka the Big Mike. And I'll play a little bit of this video. And again, I'll leave the link to this full live stream. As you can see, it's nearly 2 hours. I'll leave the video link in the bio, or yeah, in down below the video in the comments. So if you guys want to go watch it, you can. So let's just jump in this real quick.
Did not know about this either. Can someone explain what's going on here?
Oscar, we have lucky that we have the vehicle specialist here, kind of. Oscar, can you walk us through, please?
Well, I'm sure you already saw which folder this was in. This is not in the ETS2 folder. So this was the 112M from Scania that they sold in the US between, I think, 1986 and 1990 when
that's
they
legit. This
attempted
truck
to enter the US market. Yep.
Wow.
All right, so as you just heard, this is the Scania 112, aka Big Mike. I did a little bit of digging, and it was created in the 80s. It now sits in one of the Scania museums here in the States. Just a little bit of specs. It had, in the actual truck anyways, had between 350 and 400 horsepower in the most common configs. It was built for durability, not comfort, so it was a true working truck. And a lot of people current day, they do a lot of clean restoration work, and they do period correct detailing, things like that, in order to get these trucks back on the road. But also, they're more of a showpiece now. There's one thing I wanted to showcase here, and I'll fast forward just a touch.
This is called Big Mike by Scania.
This is another
and
thing
this
that
was actually
missed.
featured.
This
Right
is so
here.
out of ordinary, right?
Classic
This is
truck.
so
Right
out of expected. Yeah, but it's there. I don't know whether we are going to present it today or not, but this is like a part of like another angle, or to put it in another journey
path,
through what we are building with our games, which is going back in time a little bit.
Yeah, Chad is saying
that's something a lot of people did not catch, is what Navir just said, is they are going back in time, right? They're on a different kind of journey, if you will. So to me, it kind of signals that SCS is going back into historic trucking culture, not just the modern fleets. So things like this Big Mike, right, are going to open the doors, or could open the doors to more vintage trucks, and potentially even imported trucks. So it's very exciting, because obviously everybody likes the new modern stuff and all those things. So those are great, but the older trucks tend to have more character. There's a general consensus that you'll see, not just with myself, but with the ATS community as a whole. So I think it's exciting because we're going to see, it means we're going to see about see things like older generation of trucks, not just new releases. Maybe potentially we could get some museum level pieces in here, like 1940s cabovers, things like that. I was just looking at one the other day. It was a Peterbilt that had like almost like an airplane kind of design to it, maybe an Airstream or a bus. Or it was definitely more rounded in the front than you would think a cabover would be. But it was really, really cool. I wish we had something like that in the game today. Let's see. So the next truck up, and this one is very, very interesting. Let me just scroll through here. Cars are a totally different thing. Right here we go.
Good grief. This is something special to see.
This right here is the Ford CLT 9000. Now this came out in the late 70s, up into the 80s. It was Ford's attempt to compete in the cabover market. It was not designed for comfort. This was more of a authentic work truck. They were often paired with Detroit diesel engines, and very, very rough around the edges. So they weren't luxury. They were loud. They were very tight. They were very mechanical. But this truck has a lot of character. You can kind of see
Definitely
Yeah,
here,
have been busy.
the
right? I
class.
love the air intakes back here. We don't see a lot of that in ATS, not from SCS. I don't think we have a single truck with that in it unless it's modded. So again, very, very excited for this one. It's probably one of my personal favorites. The next truck they talked about here, this is the HSX 520. This is from International. This is another one that they're working on. And this is, some companies use this as a highway hauler, but this is more of a vocational truck. And again, we don't have a lot of vocational stuff in ATS currently. Some of the Western stars, I suppose you could argue, are vocational, but things like the T800, or even the C500 or anything like those, we don't have those in the game currently. Maybe we will in the future. Maybe this is leaning in that direction. It would be very, very cool to open up this door. Even like the Mac Keystones, and that's kind of the latest vocational stuff from Mac. The C580, the Kenworth vocational stuff. I've seen that truck IRL, and that truck is amazing. If you guys haven't looked up the Kenworth C580 to it, it's something else. You guys will love that truck. And it just fast forward just a touch here.
So that's from
Egypt.
International.
Wow.
Yep. That's their
It's quite a
heavy
unique looking truck.
duty, kind of vocational kind of truck, but it's also suitable for highway use, of course.
But that's
I've been
that's still
seeing a
in their
lot of these
production,
on the
right?
roads.
So he
Absolutely, yeah.
let
This is a
something slip here.
current
Nice.
model that they have.
So I don't think this next thing was supposed to
Wow.
end up in this slide deck.
Looking good. Of course, I
Right
believe
here.
these just renders
This is something
that we're
different.
looking at currently, or?
You see, Oscar says this is something different. And I don't think Alex caught on what he meant by that. I don't think this was supposed to be in the slides. As you can tell, this is obviously another international truck, has very similar designs. But the grill is different. The air filters are gone. So if we just back up just a second here, right? That one's got air filters, front mounted mirrors. This one does not. This has a big bumper in the front. The lights are a little bit further down. This one, the lights are further up, and there's no bumper in the front. So obviously something different, as he said. This truck was not officially announced. This is obviously in development still, but it is super exciting. That does mean we are getting not one, but two new international trucks. Then this next truck, I think every one of you guys is going to like. Actually, not this one, but the one after this. Sorry, guys. So here we have the Mac Pioneer. They went on to talk a little bit about this. So obviously this, Mac and Volvo have been, one in the same company for several years now. And their styles are starting to blend over. I'm a huge Mac fan myself. I do kind of like how this looks for a modern aero truck, right? Excited about the camera mirrors, and all the other goodies that we're going to get with this truck, the curved windshield, to really see the change in the range that SCS did for these trucks. Both this one and the Volvo VNL share that curved glass up front. And not to mention, this will also have a massive computerized dash. So I think it's like 16 or 18 inches. If you haven't seen it, you should look up the Mac Pioneer dash. It is something special. So this truck is the one I think you guys are very excited for, and that
Recently, I think.
is the Peterbilt 389 rework.
Yes, everyone knows.
See, there are
Yes.
some
Okay,
photos
chat
from
knows.
3D modeling software still.
Of course, it's the Peterbilt 389.
389X.
389X.
Oh my goodness, you're being spoiled, chat. Yep,
So-
spoiling everyone.
I'm gonna
Two.
click through this.
You have
Like
to bring
multiple.
Selchuk back for the stream because
We are getting in that little clip there, they said that it's not a addition, right? It's a complete rework of the base game truck from the ground up. They didn't touch on it, they didn't fix this or fix that. No, they completely rebuilt the truck. So for all intents and purposes, it will be a brand new truck. It will feature models from the 1980s all the way up until recently, the 389X. So you will have capabilities to design the truck however you like. They also mentioned there is a tuning pack coming along with it. So all of the customization features that you could see, possibly like you could see from John Ruda, or, maybe even the Roland. I don't know. We'll see. But again, very, very excited for this, especially to be something officially relaunched, launched by SCS. They always do a spectacular job. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And then lastly is right here, the Volvo VNL 2026. Very similar to the Mac that we already saw, the Pioneer. As you can tell, the characteristics are similar. Different mirrors, minor details. The interior is a little bit different, but overall, it's pretty much the same truck. Again, Mac and Volvo are one and the same company. So, anyways, guys, I just kind of wanted to jump in here and share these insights with you. Again, the link to this video in particular, the SCS video, will be down in the description. And let me know your thoughts and what truck are you guys most excited for? For me, I didn't think I'd say this. I was really looking forward to the Mac Pioneer, but I think the truck that's really got my attention right now is that Ford, CLT. It is something new, it's something different, and looks like a whole lot of fun to me. So, anyways, let me know what you're most excited for, what you're looking forward to. Leave your comments down below, and maybe I'll catch you guys on a live stream. Until then, take care, keep on trucking, and we'll catch you in the next one.